Hey, what's up, YouTube? I was just gonna do a quick update video. I picked up some DVDs and some Blu-rays here recently. Went to I buy a lot of Blu-rays, so I have like the double DVD Blu-ray pack. So there's really no need for me to have any of the DVD. So I took a bunch and traded them in. Then I also did some pickups, pawn shops, different things at Walmart. But I was just going to run through some of the things, and this is a mixed variety. Horror, television shows, some cheesy, well, I say cheesy, but I grew up in the 80s, so some movies from but I'm going to go ahead and get started. I picked up two Blu-rays, and the first is Underworld Awakening. This actually was, to me, probably one of the best Underworld movie so far. I saw it in theater in 3D, which was awesome. That's a great movie, though. And the next one is a great movie. This one just recently came out. It's a movie called Chronicle. I actually saw this in the theater. This is a really, really cool movie. You guys ought to check it out if you hadn't seen it. Now I'll get into the DVDs that I picked up. Now some of these, like I said, are some older movies, and some I just picked up because they were like, I think $1.50 or something. This is an old movie. Really like this movie, Powder. Pretty crazy movie, but it's good. It's kind of then I picked Tombstone, probably to me one of the best westerns ever made. Heat with Al Pacino and Robert De Niro, Val Kilmer, another pretty awesome movie. The Incredible Hulk. I guess I picked a couple of these up because I've seen like the Avengers a couple of different times. I went and saw it the day it came out, and then I took my daughter, and I just kind of got on the kick that, hey, I want to get all these movies. But yeah, it's a pretty good movie. This used to be one of my favorite movies as a teenager, and don't laugh your ass off, but I still think this is a great movie. License to Drive. I had always wanted to get this. Never really wanted to pay a big price, but I mean, heck, for $1.50, I had to pick it up. This is another movie I grew up as a teenager. It's a movie called Mischief. It's got Kelly Preston. It's kind of like Porky's, kind of along the same line, something like that. But it's a really good movie. Sorority House Massacre. Pretty decent slasher flick. Cheesy, but pretty good. Slumber Party Massacre. I picked both of those up. A TV show here, The Big Bang Theory, the second season. Really cool show, really funny show. And Iron Man. U2, Rattle and Hum. Probably one of the better concert movies I've ever seen. Another 80s movie, Some Kind of Wonderful. This is a really good movie. I picked up this, it's a Feast triple pack, and these movies are actually really awesome. I enjoyed all these movies, and shoot, for $1.50, man, you can't beat that. Heavy Metal, pretty awesome animated flick. The Big Bang Theory, the 4th season. Pulp fiction. I don't really think I need to say anything about this. I mean, everybody's seen this. Poltergeist. So don't have to say anything about that. Everybody knows Poltergeist. The Running Man. Schwarzenegger. Kind of like the Hunger Games of my generation when I grew up. Ichi the Killer. Don't have to say anything about this one. Everybody knows about Takeshi Miike. I was actually kind of glad I found this one here. Slashers. I actually have heard a lot of people talk about this, but I've never seen this. So if you guys have seen this, like, leave me a comment or something. Let me know. The Darkest Hour. I've actually have seen that. Pretty decent movie. 51. One of these After Dark originals. Looks alright, I guess. God, I hate using. I am gonna buy me a video camera. I hate using this iPhone. Rambok Berlin Undead. I haven't seen this one either. So there's a few of these guys. If you've seen or know anything about these, let me know. But like I said, for $1.50, I mean, I just couldn't pass it up. Now this is a newer one that I picked this up at Walmart, I think. The new remake of Mother's Day. This was actually a really good movie. I really enjoyed that. I think that was about like $10 or something. Now a few of these, I had a friend of mine. He buys storage lockers, and he had like 200 DVDs in one of the lockers. And I helped him. He told me I could pick some out if I wanted, and really there was actually only 4 movies out of that whole thing that. And I mean, they're okay, but I mean, they were free, so. One is Van Helsing, which, I mean, it's still, whoever had this, I mean, it's still in the plastic. So, I mean, hell yeah, I'll take that for free. And then Daredevil, which it's free. So, Open Water. This was a pretty decent movie. Part 2 sucked, but this was actually pretty good. Now this is a really good movie here. Beautiful Mind. I really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was a awesome movie. Then I've got here, back to the pawn shop. I actually picked these up today. The King of Queens 2nd season and The King of Queens 1st season. Yeah, those are pretty funny. Now, these last 2 movies here that I picked up, I was really glad to see them there. And I have not seen either one of these, but one of these I've heard people just constantly talking about how good it is, and I can't wait to see this. And that movie that I'm referring to is a movie called The Divide. I've seen a lot of people, it's popping up on a lot of people's channel, a lot of people talking about how good this is, and really anxious to see this. And then the last movie, and I have not seen this one either, it's called The Dead. It says the best zombie movie of the year. I've heard both ways. I've heard it's good. I've heard it's very slow. So I don't know, but kind of anxious to see it. So I guess, guys, that's about it. And I did pick up another movie. I actually have a copy of that movie, and I have watched it, and I'm planning on doing a review. It's called Madison County. It's kind of, I thought it was going to start out kind of like Wrong Turn, but it kind of has similarities, but it kind of goes on a different path. But maybe I can get a review up. I appreciate you guys for watching, and I hope everybody has a great night.